Good morning. I'm at the studio this morning. I got a new order from Sheffield Pottery. We'll go through some of that stuff in a minute. And these are a few pieces that just came out of the kiln. The first one is a wave vase. And this is a platter, otherwise known as an oyster platter, but you can use it for a lot of different things. And this other bowl is a salt-fired bowl that I made in California, and it's actually extruded. Welcome, Plaster Baby. I think I said that right. Palliser Baby. Anyway, welcome. So this is something I made in California, and it is salt-fired. We had a party here last night, and I brought hummus in it, so it's still here in the studio, and I just thought I'd show you how much beautiful glaze action you can get in a salt kiln, which I don't have anymore and I really miss. Okay, I'm gonna flip this around, so give me a minute here. There we go. Okay, so just give me a minute to walk around. This is a co-op studio. I'm the only one here today right now. I have someone else coming in around noon. But meanwhile, I thought I'd show you some of my new toys and work on a texture mat that I'm making out of porcelain. I need to put it down there just a little bit more. Okay. So, my new toys. I got a mud tools knife that is so beautiful. I can't wait to start using it. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to take really good care of it. My old knife got Hawaiianized. It got rusted. There you go. While I was living in Hawaii, my studio was on the ocean. My house was on the ocean too. Bonjour. And so I have been needing a new one for a long time, and I saw this Michael Sherrill mud tools knife, and I couldn't resist it. So speaking of Michael and mud tools, this is a new needle tool. Whoops. With a safety feature. There, it's locked in now. That's a needle tool. And then this end is a very sharp knife. Even though it's plastic, it's really sharp. This is the cutting surface right here. But I'm looking forward to using that as well. And I got some new sponges, mud tool sponges. I don't know if you order anything from Sheffield Pottery, but they have a great deal right now with free shipping. And so these are some of the new finishing sponges. They'll work really nicely on the porcelain. Then this is the blue one that's been around for a long time. And this one I haven't had before either. I have one of these blue ones, but I haven't had this one before. These are all dry, so they don't look as supple as they really are, but they really hold the water well. Then I got these sculpting tools. This is a new set, so it'll be fun of different ribbon tools. And I'm going to be using that to carve some stuff into this. Oh, good for you. Yeah, they have a great deal right now with free shipping. I wish it was on clay, but it's free shipping on glaze and tools and kilns and wheels. So, you know, if you need any of that stuff, it's a good deal. SheffieldPottery.com. Come out of Massachusetts, and I place an order. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. I can place an order. Sure. I can place an order in, say tomorrow on Monday, and it'll be here on Wednesday. They ship USPS flat rate shipping, so that's priority, and it comes really fast to me on the East Coast. Might take some of you guys. Yes, they are. How do you say that? Xiam or Exum? Anyway, yes, they are, and I've never used them before, so I'm really looking forward to it. I have this piece of I have this piece of slab that's a little bit too dry. Some of it's really soft and some of it's more stiff. So I don't want to try and make anything out of it. I've been curing it for a while, but I'm going to make some more slabs today anyway. So what I thought I would do is texture this slab on both sides and then fire it. And then I will be able to use it like I can lay something on it and roll out another texture, and it'll be textured on both sides. So I think that's really fun. I'm going to do the rolling part first because once you roll on the other side, you're going to flatten it. And this is another Mud Tools, this old rib. I love this rib. So anyway, I'll show you these other tools I got too. These are pretty cool texture rollers. They are Art Roller by Studio Tools, and they're about $9 each. I also got these at Sheffield, and they fit on this little roller. And this one is Agapanthus. This one, I got 4. This is the Moonflower. I think I'm going to put the Moonflower on this. Of course, I could roll these directly on any piece I'm working on, but I just wanted this two-sided thing here, so it's really hard to get them on at first. And once they've been used, then they slip on easier. Come on. Well, let me try this side. There we go. So they're nice and thick, and they don't stick to the clay, and they make a really pretty seamless border or pattern. And I'm probably going to use them mostly for mugs, but in case I want to do something larger and I want to do it on both sides, I'll have something that I can work with. So I've already cleaned off the texture. And because this is a little bit stiff, some of the texture might not show through. Also, this is porcelain clay, but the clay has been sitting on this tar paper and taken up some of the color because it was really wet when I rolled it. So I'm actually going to use my little sponge here in a minute. It'll burn out the color. This happens all the time, but I really prefer to use this. I did see a woman the other day using plastic, and that was really cool. She had some kind of plastic she got at Lowe's, so I'm going to go check that out. And she used it the same way, except she makes very, very thin slabs and very thin textured pieces out of porcelain as well. So she uses frost, which is similar to this. This is Southern Ice, what I have left of it. I have 2,200 pounds under my house that I shipped here from Hawaii with me. So I got rid of the texture line, the seam line, and now I'm just going to roll the second part. And while you have it in place, you can go back and forth to get your texture. It seems like this one side over here is not. There we go. So if you don't move it off, your lines will stay in the same place, pretty much. Okay, that doesn't look that great, but anyway. Then down here, we're rolling. And this end is a little thinner, so I'm going to take my new knife and cut that off. There we go. I'm going to even up these edges too. And then I'm going to carve on the other side. I've been watching people carve all night long last night. It was pretty fun. John from Clay Arts out in California, he was doing a lot of neat carving. Anyway, so now I'm going to flip it. And I'm not slapping it down because I don't want to distort the texture on the other side. And I'm going to take it's sort of like canvas texture from the paper. Take that off. You may notice I'm wearing long sleeves. We had a cold snap last night. Anybody else on the East Coast have some chilly weather? Sip boop. You're from South Carolina. Did you guys get some cold weather last night too? All right. So I'm going to just open these up and play with them a little bit. It might not turn out that great, but I can always re-roll this if I don't like the way it looks. I want to get some kind of deep grooves in this. So I can belly. I belly a lot. If you don't know what that means, I think you probably do, but if you don't, I take, once I create the actual piece, I take a sponge and push it out from the inside to make it rounder. This does stress the clay, but it also makes it really pretty. So I like to have some kind of deep cut. So these are my new tools. Which one do you want me to use? Which color? Let's see. I'm going to start with this pink one here because I think it'll make a nice deep cut. Let me see if I can get that in front of the camera there. There you go. Oh, light green. All right, there are 3 of those. There's this one, a triangular one, and a kind of odd shaped one. I'll start with the odd shaped one. Okay. Can you see that better? And then this is another one. And this is another one. So anyway, I'll just try this first one that I showed you. And I'm going to just kind of dig through here. This clay is really soft, so even though it's been sitting. I mean, the clay by nature is soft. It's Southern Ice. It's very soft. So I'll clean those up later. And I'll just make a few of these lines. And then I will take another one and make a thinner line next to it. So once this dries, it'll shrink up a little, of course, but these will be nice deep grooves that I can use to belly out. In fact, since I don't really care that much about this particular piece I'm working on right now, I'll kind of show you what the bellying looks like when you take this texture. So if I was going to make something that I wanted this texture to spread, I would do that. I don't know if you can see. There. So this, and I would work more and more with the sponge, but I don't want to distort the stuff on the other end. So I would just work more and more with the sponge and get it to belly out like that permanently. I'm not going to do that for this because I'm going to be able to use it again. But anyway, that's the basic trick. And I want to show you one thing. That's this is also bellied. I think you saw this a little bit. All of these, this starts out as a slab, and I sculpt all of this by hand, belly this out, belly this out, belly this in. The indentations are there for many things, but mainly I sell these as oyster platters, and so the bellying part works well going the opposite direction for these. And then I want to show you a disaster. I picked this up last night. We took it home, and I really liked it. The textured color on it is really nice. It turned out really good. I wanted it to look like a wave. So we laid it down on the back seat, and my husband stopped too fast, and it rolled off the seat, and there's a little chip right here. So I'm going to reglaze it tonight. Thank you for the hearts. I'm going to reglaze it tonight or today, and I mean, it won't go in the kiln for another couple of days, but this is a kind of bubbly white glaze that's supposed to look like the foam on a wave. And so I have to put some more on there to cover that little piece up where it came off. Thank heavens I can fix it, right? Thanks for the hearts. So I also got a great big bag full of oxides and mason stains, and I'm going to use these for Mocha Fusion. I got all kinds of fun colors, so I'll be doing some Mocha Fusion on here, probably on Tuesday if you want to check back. And so that's about it for now. I'll say goodbye and thanks for coming. Bye-bye. If I can say goodbye, that is.